Swadee Krap, welcome to Thailand News Today from the Tiger. A shout out to Blake Johnson. Thank you very much for becoming a Tiger member, and you can do that by clicking the join button underneath. We're recording the show today from a cafe in Phuket. Bit of background noise there, but hey, it's a cafe. And I've had a very nice coffee, thank you very much. Let's check today's main news stories. The Thai PM Prayut Chan-o-cha is ordering an additional 1,500 beds for a field hospital in the central province of Nonthaburi, immediately north and west of central Bangkok. Red group patients are those who have severe symptoms and are in need of respirators. Yellow group patients are those with moderate symptoms with underlying conditions, meaning they need to be carefully monitored. Both will be looked after at the new field hospitals. The Public Health Minister said of the 1,500 beds to be added, 125 will be for those of red group patients with severe symptoms. This addition will increase the field hospital's capacity to 3,700 beds and reduce crowding at hospitals in metropolitan areas. The government's COVID-19 task force has defended new restrictions that ban dining in restaurants, saying the country is heading into a fourth wave of the virus. The CCSA reports that the Delta variant is now spreading across the country. Acting on the advice of healthcare experts, the government was quick to reintroduce COVID-19 restrictions in Bangkok and a number of other provinces, attracting criticism from restaurant operators and other businesses. Many restaurant owners say they were given no time to prepare and were left with a surplus of freshly purchased produce they couldn't sell due to the dine-in ban. Meanwhile, some restaurant operators are threatening to defy the ban with a campaign translated, "We'll open, what are you going to do about it?" The campaign has taken off on social media, but the CCSA says that many infections have already been traced back to people eating together at restaurants, and says operators and employees would be compensated for the financial impact of the new restrictions. A quick roundup of the COVID situation, and there's been a record 57 deaths and 5,533 infections announced in the past 24 hours. Only 44 of today's new cases are from Thai prisons. In Phuket, they didn't quite reach their vaccination target of 70% before July 1, but the official numbers indicate that 83% of registered Phuketians have received one dosage of the vaccine and 65% their full doses. Down south in Songkhla province, officials have announced a curfew from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. every night, and restaurants must close by 9 p.m. The curfew started last night and will run for the next month.
Want to keep up to date with what's happening in Thailand? Download the Tiger app. It works on both Android and Apple. And it's free. All the latest news, videos, and information at one click from your phone. Go to your Play Store or App Store and download now.
A small convoy of vehicles that were allegedly carrying caches of drugs was recently stopped in the central Thai province of Lopburi. 4 suspects were arrested. They are allegedly drug syndicate runners. Police seized millions of methamphetamine pills from the vehicles. They were stopped at a petrol station. Police say the convoy consisted of 2 vehicles. When police searched the cars, they reportedly uncovered 21 sacks containing 8.4 million methamphetamine pills. Police say they got tips that led to the busts from arrests they'd made in Bangkok. Tourism representatives are calling on the government to provide vaccine boosters for people who live in sandbox destinations. The president of the Tourism Council of Thailand says the country can't wait for the virus to disappear completely. The only solution for residents in sandbox areas is to get maximum protection against new variants and outbreaks. The TCT has carried out a survey of tourism operators and locals in the sandbox areas, which include Phuket, Pattaya, Koh Samui and Chiang Mai. The findings show that 53% of tourism operators and 60% of locals want the government to introduce a strict 1-month lockdown if there is a new outbreak. Of the locals who participated, around 67% want to be vaccinated this year, while 50% are waiting for alternative vaccines to become available. Of those, 36% want Pfizer, 11% want the single-dose Johnson & Johnson, 10% would prefer AstraZeneca, 8% want Moderna, and 7% have chosen Sinovac. 26% say they'll accept any vaccine they're given. The Tiger should remind viewers that the percentages indicate people's opinions and preferences and does not reflect on the real efficacy of vaccines published by the WHO. And whilst we're on vaccines, and with a niggling sense of deja vu, 5 million doses of the US-made Moderna COVID-19 vaccine will be imported into Thailand at the end of this year and the beginning of next year to be administered by private hospitals. The price is set at 3,400 baht for a package of the 2-dose vaccine, including service fees and insurance, and is now confirmed by the Private Hospital Association. The first 3.9 million doses of the vaccine will be delivered by the fourth quarter of this year. The other 1.1 million doses will be delivered in the first quarter next year. The Thai government's nationwide COVID-19 immunisation campaign has heavily relied on the AstraZeneca vaccine and the Sinovac vaccine. The Infectious Disease Association of Thailand recently wrote a letter to PM Prayut Chan-o-cha urging him to procure more mRNA-type vaccines for Thailand. A bit of coffee machine in the background to help. That's all we've got for you for our news from Thailand News today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. That's the least you can do for our basically free service. But from Jet, myself and the rest of the Tiger team, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Tiger is getting behind businesses for the restart of tourism next month. With 60,000 daily YouTube viewers and around 8 million clicks on our website each month, half of them from overseas, let us help you get in contact with the next wave of inbound travelers. Tiger is offering 50% discounts on packages right through this month. Details in the description under this video.